This episode is not what you are ready for. You will not engage in any of that, as you are all certain to thoroughly enjoy this episode. However, if you don't enjoy it, please leave a hateful comment and unsubscribe from my channel. I'll provide a hint, but you'll uncover the hidden truth. This implies that XRP has overtaken Bitcoin as the most valuable asset, not because it will reach $69,000 in value, but rather because of its utility market capitalization, a new development that we haven't seen before. That's the information I'm going to give you, correct? You're ready to exclaim, WTF, and the IMF has just published this document. Whoa! We may expect the new IMF banks to use XRP. The United States Financial Sector Assessment Program's 2020 statement about innovative technologies will astound you. And that is not something you will accept. The current events that are occurring, everything is happening right now, and when XRP prices start to skyrocket, individuals will start purchasing pricey XRP since they will miss out on the opportunity. Pay attention to this section. Here, financial intermediaries act as nodes and have the option to participate in the consensus method, while Ripple supplies the software and guidelines for a transfer mechanism. These players also provide a payment infrastructure. Outside of the established U.S. payment system, these players offer a payment infrastructure for both DT and other virtual currencies, potentially leveraging DT as a platform. A few days ago, SBI made its debut. They launched a separate validator. On the XRP ledger, take note, the dominoes are falling. This is monumental. However, if we dig deeper, we'll find that the IMF publication explicitly mentions DLT platforms and interchanges on page 54. This is quite intriguing because it mentions both Ripple's and a steady coin. What are the chances that Ripple's enterprise will become unstoppable if it has its own network, stablecoin, and XRP? Let me just take a moment to gather my thoughts, because what we are about to share with you will blow your head. Please listen to this podcast. Brad Garlinghouse discusses the role of XRP, a topic we briefly discussed yesterday. The goal of XRP, Brad Garlinghouse first presented the concept of the Internet of Value. He explained that for the Internet to function, specific engine oils are required to grease the system. Additionally, if you are familiar with the digital asset that Ripple has sort of standardized on, it is incredibly quick, incredibly inexpensive, and might have some intriguing applications. I believe there is a strong case, and I am confident that many cryptocurrency winners will emerge. I've spoken with you about that. Previously, I believed that it would succeed with diverse use cases, protocols, and technology. However, I don't believe there are that many. There are moments in life when you can engage in an activity that truly allows you to borrow time. As Steve Jobs once said, you know oil that puts a dent in the universe. Recall what Chris Larsen mentioned. Now, pay attention to what Chris Larsen and Stefan Thomas said. They said that this acts as the engine for the trade of that item's worth. We believe that the combination of ILP and XRP facilitates this type of exchange. The game-changing formula allows you to have any kind of value, that is, any kind of currency, as well as any kind of ledger, that is, anything from a blockchain to a central ledger, etc., and when we consider that, it is really important to pay attention to. They had a perfect plan for implementing XRP. As Stefan reiterated above, you may now have any kind of record, anything from a centralized ledger to a blockchain, etc., as well as any kind of currency. Do you recall this news release from 2 days ago? Members of the U.S. financial sector are investigating shared ledger technology for multi-asset settlement. With this technology, you can now have any kind of value, such as any kind of currency, along with any kind of ledger, such as a blockchain or centralized ledger, among others, and there is industry proof of LOL, so you can't make this stuff up. Is that coincidence correct? It looks into how shared technology may improve finance and liquidity management for domestic users of U.S. dollars and treasury bills. Securities go on to say that under current legal frameworks, the tokenization of these instruments may facilitate settlement with common regulated venue institutions. Frameworks at present remember what David Schwartz mentioned months ago. Ripple falls under the current legal framework, and we are in the correct time frame. I hope that the real world will recognize it as a useful tool. Tokenization initiatives expand. I believe the XRP ledger will be an excellent platform for them to begin on, especially considering the minimal costs and the DEX integration that puts them close to the money movement, as you may know. If someone is going to purchase a real-world tokenized asset, what would you like to be able to do with it? Would you like to be able to hold it, sell it, buy it, or transfer it? You don't want to associate it with the asset that is most convenient for you. You don't want to link your tokenized debt to US dollars. Because doing so restricts access to those who are in some way close to the US, where US dollars are prevalent. The XRP ledger excels at giving you a sense of proximity to a variety of assets, and given its easy integration with the exchange, I believe it will be a valuable tool. This is just one of the many reasons why the XRP ledger will prove to be an ideal launchpad. Because of its tokenized real-world resources, the XRP ledger will serve as a suitable launchpad. Let's see how that turns out in the following 18 months. Indeed, the Napster Bitcoin, also known as XRP, is poised to emerge as the most valuable asset. Proof of concept don't rush things. Not yet. However, they did identify the individuals involved. We have plans to collaborate with 2 additional suppliers. The task is to provide the legal analysis and technological framework necessary for concept demonstration. Wait tuned, and for that, they will declare that one, but this is merely absurd. These people were the kings and queens of Bitcoin. In all honesty, Ripple and the opening era were global digital assets before Bitcoin, without any type of official support or a counterparty. As for Ripple, its origins date back to roughly 2004. In 2011, 3 geniuses named Ryan Fugger, a Canadian gentleman who was genuinely kind, initiated the Ripple project, an endeavor to create a peer-to-peer platform for credit exchange. Arthur first met David Schwartz and Jed MB, likely following the launch of Bitcoin. A few years ago, they were fascinated by what Bitcoin could accomplish, but they were irritated by the massive energy waste that is sort of at the core of mining, which is what makes Bitcoin what it is. So they set out to create a more effective consensus algorithm, and they came up with something really lovely. This is the reason I'm here to discuss the fascinating topic of distributed, consensus-based cryptocurrencies. Ryan Fugger inspired them as they worked to develop a more effective consensus algorithm. They contributed to the Ripple project, introducing the idea of pathfinding algorithms that enabled the exchange of valuable items with digital assets. I believe that was the beginning of this Internet of Value, as in 2004, this is Ryan Fugger, to whom Chris Larson is alluding. Take a look at this PDF. I was able to obtain their open coin legal summary, which covers foreign exchange, all the necessary licenses, and even extends back to 2007. The regulations governing open coin extensions date back to 2008. This is pretty much it. I saved it years ago. Each day, there will be trillions of volumes. Okay, so Ripple Vision and XRP existed before Bitcoin, and I am aware of that. Although my prediction that XRP would replace Bitcoin may seem absurd, it is realistic because it will actually happen. Logically, it just doesn't make any sense at all. This is due to the absence of any comparison. Similar to XRP, Bitcoin functions as a utility-driven asset, maintaining its value indefinitely once all the lights turn on and all the economies interconnect. Unlocking previously unlocked items opens up new options, and you can easily transfer them. However, once things start moving, you know they're not. They're not. They're deceiving you by claiming that you and I will see trillions of dollars every day. Trillions of tons of volume and scale occur every day, which implies that a utility asset such as XRP will soon experience a daily volume of $1 trillion. Have you ever known $1 trillion in daily volume? Would you know to put XRP at a very valuable price when we're not dreaming it's happening? There will eventually be $1 trillion volume for XRP. It's not a question of whether it will occur, but rather when it will, and the necessary preparations are in place right now. I mean, look at this little Swift panel. Look at them talking about value, where we just announced some breakthrough work and the linking of market infrastructures to explore how it can support interoperability and enable the seamless flow of value. At the end of the day, it's important to remember that Ripple and XRP are not going to become obsolete. These entities will not simply create their own system, but rather, they will utilize the Ripple enterprise in one way or another. Ripple's use may be direct or indirect, but it significantly impacts the world. Just consider this: the IMF diagram, when viewed through the lens of DLT platforms, provides not only a stablecoin network but also a RippleNet network, both of which Ripple has integrated into their enterprise. This is truly remarkable, and I eagerly anticipate seeing prices of $10, $20, $30, $40, and $50. I can confidently assert that this will bring us immense blessings and greatly reward our patience. However, if you worry about XRP's value daily and start worrying about it, this is not the right place for you. Those who understand the true value of XRP simply sit back and wait until everything is ready to go. With that said, I do appreciate you all, and we'll be back with another video. I don't think there are many opportunities in life to do something where you can, to paraphrase Steve Jobs, truly make a dent in the universe.